Spring is finally here, the days are getting longer, the water's warming up, and after a long winter, the carp are beginning to wake up and are looking for food. It's that time of year when every trip could produce that first big spring bite. Welcome back to Committed to Carp, the channel all about real sessions, simple tactics, and the chase for big carp. Hi, my name's Lee and welcome to the channel. It's coming into early spring and I'm back out on the bank again, currently fishing on sunny Lake 1 at Wireside Lakes Fishery and Campsite, and I've just had my first run and it looks like an absolute banger. So let me spin you round, take a look at this stunning carp. First carp of the session, and it looks like a cracker. Let's get it out, get it weighed. Exciting times. Oh, it's absolutely blowing over me. So, first session that I did on sunny 1, I blanked. Not on this session. Lovely results. Lovely results. Lovely common. 20 pound 4 ounce. So my first call from sunny Lake 1. Happy days. Just get this one on the bank, because it is windy as hell. Taken on a solid PVA bag, 10mm DNA PV pop-up. Wicked result. Cracking start to this session. Wind is going to pick up. Let's get them rods back out. Okay, that's the rods back out, but that isn't easy casting them out in the wind. It is going up to probably 30-mile-an-hour winds today, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit gusty to say the least. Anyway, good to see you back again. Hope you've all been doing well, and maybe some of you will be getting your rods back out now that the weather's changing and springtime is on its way. Yes, first session for me of the spring, and it kicked off really well with that 20 pound 4 ounce common. I'll take that, that's a good start. But I have been here for 24 hours already and I haven't seen any carp showing, so I was a bit surprised and taken back when I got that run just. So yeah, but that's carp fishing, that's how it goes. Sometimes life is full of surprises and you get things when you least expect them. What's going to be happening over the next few videos? Well, this is the first spring video that you're going to get to see, and the next one that you'll probably get to watch will be me and a few of my good friends fishing over in France at the Domaine de Goncourt complex. I crossed Goncourt and complex to come up with Gonplex. So yeah, Domaine de Goncourt is the next place I'm going to be fishing in France, so that should be an absolute blast. That place is absolutely rammed full of common carp, and they go up to sort of like 65-70 pound, so hopefully you'll get to see some big common carp, and maybe I'll beat my PB common because it's at 52 pound. I won't say 52, but I'm lying. It's 50 pound 8 ounce, I'm sure it is. It's been a while since I caught that, but anyway, enough waffling. Let's try and get another carp on the bank. On this session, the hook baits I'm using are the DNA Fluoro range. These are both in 10mm pop-ups, the Fruitalicious and the yellow PBs. Now, I caught that last one on the yellow PB, but I have got the middle rod out on an orange Fruitalicious, and I was just comparing which would go off first, and it was the yellow one that's done me the first bite, which is no surprise because if you've seen the winter campaign I did, I was using the yellows all the way through that campaign, occasionally getting bites on the orange as well. One of the hardest things to figure out in carp fishing, carp angling, is how long do I leave my rods out before recasting them? Well, I've had my rods out now for about 3.5 hours and I haven't had a bite, and I think I should have done by now after having a bite this morning. So I'm going to reel all 3 rods in, get some fresh hook baits on and tie up some fresh solid PVA bags. Using the DNA Crayfish Mini Mix pallet, add a small amount into the bottom of the PVA bag. Then put the lead in. Add a few more pallets, topping the solid PVA bag up. Then you can put your 10mm PB pop-up inside the solid PVA bag at the bottom, sitting on top of the pallet. Top it up, give it a tap and a quick shake. This will tighten the bag up. Use some PVA tape to wrap around the top of the solid PVA bag, tie it off with several granny knots. Use some scissors to trim off the excess PVA, and with a little and a little bit there, you can stick the sides down. And over the last few years of using solid PVA bags, I've got tying them down to a T. Well, it seems like getting them fresh solid PVA bags out with them fresh hook baits has done me another bite. Second carp of the session. Very good. There we go. Lovely colours. Okay, I'll tell you again. And the scores on the doors. This one, bang on, £18. Lovely colour, isn't it just? Very bright. Taking it 17.5 wraps. Lovely silty spot. Solid bag doing the business again. Chuffed. I didn't think I was going to get another bite in the day. Proved myself wrong again. Get this one back in. Well, nothing like a bit of redemption after blanking the first time I fished Sunny One. Colour in that carp, it's lovely. It's like a really dark mahogany. Bye baby. Okay, so landed 2 carp on this session now, and I couldn't be happier with how the session is going so far. It's always nice when you can get a spot that's producing bites, feeling a bit more confident now going into the night. Quick shout out though, shout out to Gary and Andy fishing in peg 10 and 11 next to me. Andy was doing the filming just, so thank you for that. Cheers guys, much appreciated, and hope you have a few on your session as well. So, there we go. Another run just after dark. Wicked. That spot really producing the bites now. Here's the sign. Be a good call. Be a good call. Won't take long. Just want a nice pretty video with you. £16.8. Another lovely carp. Well, didn't think I was going to land 3 carp when I started this session. But there we go, carp number 3. Nom 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 nom. Munching them crayfish mini mix pellets again. Beautiful. Happy days. Maybe there's another carp to be caught. The wind's died down quite a bit now, so getting them rods out a bit easier. Just gone 8:30, another run on the right hand side rod, and in the landing net there is absolutely nothing because I lost it at the net. I did get to see that carp and it was only a small pasty, probably, you know, 7 or 8 pounds, so not that disappointing to lose it, but it is if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna get that rod back out. These things happen, don't they? That's the PVA solid bag retied, and because I lost that carp to a hook pull, I've tied up a fresh rig and put on a brand new, very sharp wide gape hook. I've got the rod back out, but after losing that carp, I've tried cheating myself up a little bit and got myself some comfort food, and this muffin is working. It is cheering me up. Well, having me muffin cheered me up, but having this one cheered me up even more. 12.5 pound. I hope that the light isn't too bright because he's got a lovely scale pattern on him, and I hope that you can see it. But quick look at the other side, because that is equally as nice. Like I said, really nice scale pattern, so I hope that you can see it. Get this one back, get that rod back out, because yes, another run on the right hand side rod. Pretty sure you can call that a fully scaled. I'd say it was a fully scaled. Well, your tiny little patch missing. After 3 attempts, I finally got that right hand side rod back out again. The first one didn't hit the clip, and the second one went way skew-whiff to the left. So 3rd time lucky, rod's out on the spot. Let's see what happens going through the night. The wind, yeah, the wind. That was what was going on through the night. Shout out to Rob, Kyle and Martin, also sticking it out through the bad weather, try and put a few carp on the bank. And speaking of carp, Gary had an early spring bite, a lovely mirror at £17.4. And Andy with an absolute stunner, the Parrot, one of the A team at £31 3 ounce. Well done, guys. I've got things falling on my head and everything. Well, that was a windy night on sunny one. Didn't get a lot of sleep neither because that wind was roaring through last night, and no more bites on any of the rods. It's been an absolute fantastic session though. 4 carp landed in total, the biggest one being £20 4 ounce, and I can actually say I'm impressed with how it went. When I got here I wasn't expecting a lot at all. I thought it was going to be a blank, but that quickly turned round. Well, the next time you see me is going to be in France, and the question is, will the beard make it? Because this is my winter coat and I usually go clean shaven through the summer months. If you're getting out on the bank through the spring, comment down below where you're going to be fishing. I'd love to know. So thanks for watching CTC Committed to Carp. I hope you've enjoyed this early spring session. I'll catch you next time.